In this tutorial, we'll learn how to handle missing data with Python. Missing data may be defined as values that are not available and that would be meaningful if they were observed. Within Pandas library, a missing value is denoted by NaN, which means not a number. Why is it important? In terms of machine learning processes, as you can see, some algorithms can't handle missing values. Here we have example where one missing value was completely destroying whole prediction. After removing this missing value, prediction started to make sense. In this tutorial, we'll learn basic methods to deal with missing data. Here is the schedule of all discussed steps. If you know the basics, just jump to the part that we are the most interested in. In part 1, we'll handle categorical data, and in part 2, numerical one. All links are in the description below. Our base library for today's tutorial is Pandas. We'll use animal bias dataset from Kaggle. In this variable, our data from CSV file is stored. Using head method, we can see first 5 rows of our data frame. As you can see, our data frame has missing values even at the very beginning. We can investigate missing values with function isnull. It detects missing values for an array-like object. It returns data frame with assigned Boolean values. It assigns true where value is missing and false otherwise. The data frame is not very useful yet, but we can add some method to change it. It gives us sum of all missing values in each column. What can we do with these missing values? Let's see what dropna offers. Dropna removes missing values. We may decide on the scope of data that should be removed. First, let's see what's the shape of our data with shape function. It shows how many rows and columns we have. In this case, there are about 9,000 rows and 15 columns, or features. Let's first see our case of dropna. When we drop a row, if at least one missing value is there present. To achieve it, we can use this function with assigned how as any. As you see in this case, we have finally 0 data, because in each row at least one value is missing. We can go to second case. When we drop a row when it has all values missing. To achieve it, we can use dropna with how assigned as all. In this case, we have our data set has not changed significantly. We see that it's almost the same as it was at the beginning. But maybe not all columns are of our great interest. As we see, our data set has a feature species, which describes what kind of animal was present during this bite event. So we may assume that as we speak about beating by animals, column concerning species is crucial for the analysis and should not have any missing values. This is our final case when we drop a row if there is a missing value present in a specified column. And we can achieve it with this function where we specify our column in subset. As you see, there are about 100 rows deleted. This is one way to approach this problem by dropping rows. There is another way to fix missing categorical data. We can fill missing values using specified methods with fillna function. Let's explore what unique values are in column concerning species. Most of the animals are dogs. There is a category called other, however, that does not have specified animal. We may replace missing values with this category instead of losing rows. With the usage of this function, we may replace missing values with string other. There are 2 ways to update our data frame. One is that we may replace in place true, and when it is passed, no data is returned, but data is renamed in place. Or there is another way because by default in place is equal to false. And we can just copy our data frame and perform on the column operation. As you can see here, we just assign this operation results to this column. Finally, we can see how our values in species column changed. So as you see, at the beginning there were 11 elements in other column and now there are 129. So there are more values in other label. This is the end of part 1 tutorial concerning missing data. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to let us know in the comment section below. It will be greatly appreciated.